Okay, so I have an interview coming up and I know I need to research on the company, but what part of the website do I actually look for all of this information? In fact, what information do they want me to know about their company? Why do they even want me to know about their company? Okay, there's just too much information about their company. Like, how am I supposed to know what bits to pick out? Okay, so I've written down all the facts about the company. I mean, I know when they were founded, I know how many employees work there, I know, well, I've written down all of their products and services, but how am I supposed to fit all of that in my head? How can I memorize all of that information before the interview? Seriously, you know what? I'm done at this point. Welcome all of my job seekers out there. So these are some of the thoughts that might pass through your head when you're thinking of researching on a company before the interview. Now, I'm happy that you've even remembered that you need to research on a company before the job interview, because a lot of people actually turn up to the interview without actually researching. So this already puts you ahead of most people. Now, before I get into how to really research on a company effectively before the interview, subscribe to my page so you can get weekly videos of how to pass the interview and land your dream job. Let's get started. So, how do you research on a company effectively before an interview? Well, first of all, you need to understand where you're even going to get your information from. So, this is how you do it. First of all, you obviously need to visit their website, but it's about where on the website that you need to look for the information. Now, this is commonly the About Us page. So the About Us page, every website usually has it. And on this page, it really gives you an overview about the company, their mission, and the services that they provide. So definitely visit that page and have a good read through of what they actually do. In order to know what is the important information that you need to pick out from the About Us page, you first need to know why you even need this information in the first place. Why do you need to know about the company, and why does the employer want you to know about the company? Now, a lot of job seekers think that the employer wants to know that they know everything about the company. They think that they will impress the employer by knowing all the facts and figures, knowing when they were founded, knowing how many employees work at the company. And so they end up reading all of the website and trying to memorize everything and cram it in their head. And then when they get to the interview, they just end up just reading verbatim everything that they've read on the site and just saying it out loud until it doesn't even make sense. It almost sounds robotic and nothing sounds natural about it at all. And it doesn't really show that you have a good understanding. It just shows that you've read the whole of the website, which is not the way you want to do things. What the interviewer really wants to know is that you have a good understanding of what they actually do, what their purpose is, and what their mission is. Now, this is also going to benefit you, because what's the point of going for an interview and you have no idea what the job does? How do you even know if there's even a job for you? Researching on the company is benefiting you more than anybody, because you need to know about the company to make sure if it's the right job for you. So researching is going to help you have a really good understanding and also help you to really express yourself and your knowledge about the company to the interviewer. Now, there's 3 core things that you should know about a company. Number 1, what industry are they in? Are they in the pharmaceutical industry? Are they in the education industry? What industry are they in? Number 2, what does their product and service actually do? So what is the purpose of their product and service? And what is their product and service aiming to solve? What problem is it aiming to solve? And if they've got more than one product and service, at least know about 2 or 3 of their product or services that you can mention at the interview and what it actually does. And number 3, you need to know about the company size. So is it a UK-based company or is it a global company? If it's a global company, you need to know some of the names of the countries that it's based in. For example, if it's based in parts of Asia, know some of the countries that it's based in there so that you can say those countries at the interview. Now, knowing the core things about the company is not going to make you stand out at the interview. It's just going to show that you've got a good understanding of what the company does. Now, there's going to be a lot of candidates that are going to have the same understanding of the company and tell that to the interviewer. What's going to make you stand out is the next 3 things that I'm going to mention. Number 1, you need to know who the company's competitors are. So who are they competing with in the industry? If you know that, that really sets you apart from the rest of the candidates. It really shows that you've done your research. Number 2, look at their awards. Have they won any awards in the last 2-3 years? And if they have, mention that at the interview and show that that's one of the reasons why you want to work with them. Flattery is always the best policy, so definitely mention that at the interview. And number 3, get on YouTube and look for interviews that the company has done, specifically the CEO. Many companies, as a marketing tool, the CEO has an interview where he talks about the company's values and mission. Now, if you find that interview with the CEO talking about the company's values and mission, use some of the words that he's used in that video at the meeting, and it shows that you really understand the company and the language they use and their mission and values, and that's really going to make you stand out at the interview. So that's all the tips on how to research on a company effectively before the job interview. If you like this video, then press like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe for weekly interview tips on how to land your dream job.